Hello, this is the Son of the Morning, and you're watching another ye old Comic-Con modern comic review. What you're looking at in front of you is Marvel's Doctor Doom. You're looking at issues 1 through 5. Now, we're not actually gonna review all of the issues. Before we get started, I just wanted to say I have the whole series out because Doctor Doom is an awesome cover character. Going all the way back to his first appearance when Jack Kirby co-created him for Fantastic Four number 5 for July of 1962. Doom's look hasn't changed dramatically from the classics, where he also made for the perfect menace on the cover. Now, like I said, we're not going to review the whole series, but I do want to give you a little recap of what's happened so far. Now, we all know Doctor Doom. Superpowered, supercharged, 7-foot ruler of Latveria in Europe. Now, I don't actually know if he's 7 feet tall, but I know he's big. We know Latveria is not a real country. Most of the time he's a bad guy. Sometimes he's been a nice guy. Obviously he's been a villain more than not. But at the start of this series, he's in nice guy mode. So when this series begins, there's a globally funded program going on called the Antillian Project, and it's led by people like Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four. Doom didn't support the project. Although the project was aimed to end the problem of climate change, Dr. Doom believed it was too risky because if something were to go wrong, it could cause a black hole in the middle of the moon or something like that, which would be pretty close to Earth, which could cause some problems. Unfortunately, when Latvian missiles are launched at the facility, killing a whole bunch of people, the entire world blamed Dr. Doom for obvious reasons. However, this time it actually was Doom. This time actually it wasn't Doom, so he immediately surrenders, he immediately goes into custody. Clearly there is some power struggle brewing, issues brewing in Latveria. Doom hoped to prove he was innocent, but not having luck, he says, screw it, I'm escaping. Around this time, he starts having visions of an alternate life where he is happily married with children. After escaping and hoping that he can find this life, Blue Marvel pursues him. At the same time, Silver Sable and Victorious are looking to find Doom to get him back to Latveria, to get him back on the throne, so the power struggle issues I mentioned earlier didn't result in the overthrow of Latveria. Unfortunately for Doctor Doom, he gets killed by the Taskmaster. That's never good. Fortunately, this is the comics in Marvel Comics, and in Marvel Comics, if death doesn't want you to die, you don't die. So, in an odd twist, Doom finds out that MODOK hired Taskmaster to kill him so he would realize he needed to follow the path of the visions to save the world. Because MODOK knows if Doom imports himself to Latveria, he won't be able to save the world. MODOK needs Doctor Doom to follow his visions to save the world. So to save the world, Doctor Doom, Dr. Victor Von Doom, must find Fruzenia, the woman from his visions. Alright, so let's review issue number 5. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, very cool covers on all of the books in this series. This one here, I really like the colors, I really like the brightness, I really like Doom's image in the background. So let's get into it. So, the issue begins with Doom having visions of a wife, of this Fruzenia, this person that I mentioned before. Then there's this person over here, where it says Latvian girl. This is Frutzina Markovitz. So, for the next couple of pages, you learn she's a cloud seeder. Her co-workers pry at her about Doom and put him down. She's somewhat defensive about it. Whether it's genuine or not, whether it's genuine or not, she does point out that there's no poverty or unemployment or homelessness, etc. Of course, this is problematic because the country is about to be overthrown. So I'll just flip a couple pages. They go to the bar, and they go to the bar here, and she's just talking, and then we flip the page, and we see she's got something going on with her. So we'll just see here. Doom researches her too. Is able to find her very quickly. That wasn't very hard, and then, you know, he's just, uh-oh, now we have a problem. Kang has showed up. Kang the Conqueror shows up and wants to know why Doom isn't ruling the world, because he should be. Kang is not impressed with what Doom is really doing. Then they go at it, and Kang disappears. I think he disappears. So then the B-level good guys start hunting down the lady, the love interest. Then she is approached leaving work by Doom, who basically tells her he needs her to marry her, which is a bit awkward. There's a bit more to it than that. She actually hates him. But then the B team shows up to arrest them. They're unsuccessful. Doom grabs Fruzinia and gets her to safety. Uh-oh, Kang's back. And he's decided Doom has to rule the world by demilitarizing it. Fortunately, Fruzinia gets away. Everyone is fighting. Doom kicks some butt. They somehow manage to kill Kang, but he reappears. Fruzinia is horrified. And then, just at the end, let's just read out what Doom says to end the issue. He says, "Let the moon die, let Richards be subsumed by his folly, and victorious such in defeat. I need a new slave, one who doesn't cough up my throne so easily. Return home at once. Prepare for my homecoming. I am taking back what's mine, and spilling usurper blood. I am and always be, and always will be, of this world, and it will always be. Bow before me." So, of course, Dr. Doom is back to what his usual ways. So, story started out with him as a good guy, just trying to save the world from an experiment gone wrong that causes a huge disaster that's threatening the world. But now he's saying, screw the moon, you guys did that, I'm taking over, I'm in charge. Now, like I said, I just wanted to, as a little extra bit to the video, I really like the cover art in this series. We've already looked at the one for number 5. So, obviously, over here on number 1, just really like the close-up of the Doom mask with the red shading. Just a really cool look. Like I said, he's a great cover guy. Another shot of him here with his crossed arms. Now, this one, he's not the major part of it, but hey, Not every book works that way, but if you look at number 4, just a fantastic illustration of Doctor Doom. Fantastic illustration of Doctor Doom. And you know, since we were talking about it, since I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, that I think that Doctor Doom is such a good character, that he works as such a good character for covers. And there's 3 great examples here that I think that are very different, that show that versatility, that show how good he is. So I thought, why not? Let's take a look at some of the early stuff. See what Doctor Doom looked like, see how much differently he looked back in the beginning in some of his first few issues. So let's take a look over here. So first we have Fantastic Four, issue number 5, the first appearance of Doctor Doom. So this is the first ever anybody ever saw Doctor Doom. That was it. Meet Doctor Doom. Who knew that he was going to be the thorn in the FF side for, oh, what has it been? 60 years? Something like that, almost, anyway. So, 58 years, so that is number 5. The next one that I'm going to show you is more of an action shot. This one's more centered on Reed Richards, but you can still see the Doom here in the background, formidable as he's taking on 3 of the Fantastic Four all by himself. Next one here is number 16. And just what a great shot of Doctor Doom. How different is he than what we just saw? Not very different. Just a classic, fantastic villain that just never gets old. That you can look at him then, look at him now, and he's relevant then and he's relevant now. There he is with Ant-Man and the Fantastic Four in issue number 16. Then again, he is the centerpiece here in issue 17. And seeing Doctor Doom here at work with a master plan. Just a cool shot of him. Not looking much different. Like I said, still looking good, still looking the same, still looking evil. And then, if this isn't one of the coolest covers you've ever seen, I don't know what is. Obviously, this is the Fantastic Four, number 39, where they're joined by the Daredevil. And what a cool shot of Doctor Doom looming over the building as the Fantastic Four and Daredevil are running away. How fantastic is that? At any rate, thank you for joining me. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's been great talking to you. If you want, leave a comment. If you're gonna talk to each other, be nice to each other. If you want to make fun of me, go ahead. At any rate, have a good night. We'll see you in the next video.